Morning, y'all. Welcome back to Game Day here at Heavy Cardboard. I'm Edward.
I'm Kyle. I slept here.
Not literally.
Not literally,
but yeah, this is early for us.
For us,
normally we don't stream this early.
Even on our Friday daytime, it's usually like lunchtime.
Yeah.
No, we're
in, we're out
today.
It's day 11 of the Patreon Drive, so welcome everybody. Welcome all the new patrons. Certainly appreciate it. On that note, I have it. Scott Oz It's Ostronic, actually. So Scott's been a patron for quite a while. Certainly appreciate the support. So Scott, thank you very much. Also, on that note, we've had 2 new patrons. So let's update the old board here. All right, awesome. So Timothy J. and Kevin D. Cheers to y'all.
Cheers.
Good morning.
This is water.
Not water. Just a little. It's Genmaicha tea. So hey, seriously, y'all, thank you for the support. Really means a lot. So we're doing 29 days in a row of streaming to drum up support for the show, both from a help me help you type situation. So what do you get if you become a patron? You get access to the Slack channel at the $5 and up level. You get access to dozens, if not over 100. Now, patron streams, there are new patron streams every week, except during the patron drive. Those are less so because we're streaming 29 days in a row.
Yeah.
You get access to the community, which is really amazing. If you've ever watched any of these streams, it's just more of that. So certainly would appreciate it. Patreon.com/HCHQ. On that note, if you would please like and subscribe, it really does help the algorithm, which means more people see it and the channel grows. We get to update the lighting and the cameras, which we are continually doing here at the studio, and that helps. So thank you. That said, Sky Team. I played this at the Gathering of Friends last year in April. Haven't played it since. Really enjoyed it, like legitimately, but I don't know the game.
I found this at PAX Unplugged in 23, which I think was the year it came out, because this won the Spiel in 2024.
Right.
The Spiel des Jahres.
Yeah.
I love this game. I think it's great. And to help you out, or not, I'm going to teach this and Caesar, the second game we're going to play, to give you a little bit of a break in the middle of streaming for 29 straight.
And here's the awesome thing. That's 4 days in a row. I'm not teaching. Because last night, Daitashi Ken did.
Yep.
Today, you're doing this. Tomorrow, I don't know how much teaching we need to do. Tomorrow, look, the
cribbage board is right there.
We love heavy games, obviously, right? I made a living out of this. But there is something to be said for just needing a deck of cards and playing games that only need a deck of cards. Mm-hmm. So tomorrow, we're busting out some traditional games. You and I are going to play a little 2-player cribbage.
Yep.
Then after that, Ken and Greg are going to join us. We're going to be busting out Rook, Hearts, and Spades. Mm-hmm. Never played Spades with these dudes, so I will judge harshly, I'll be honest.
Ken's in a great mood recently.
Yeah, so. clearly is. And then Sunday, we're playing Taj Mahal. We've done it like 4 or 5 years ago, whatever.
Classic.
So a little Knizia and Paul's teaching that. So
you really pulled off a coup here these last few days.
It's kind of a nice break for me.
And you didn't even really teach Oath when we played on Wednesday.
Yeah, no. Again, I have artfully managed my workload. Look, I'm streaming games. Like, I get it. I'm not out there digging ditches.
Yeah.
I get it. But still a lot of work put on this presentation. So I appreciate the support. I appreciate just y'all tuning in and hanging out. Speaking of which, that's what I'm talking about. I'm waiting for it to ping me. The light came on. Could take up to a minute. So
the orb.
The orb of goodness.
The orb of goodness and great things.
It legit won't pop up. All right, so I will update that in a minute, apparently, because it is not.
This is a new patron. This is
yeah. So that's what happened. So below that camera that y'all are looking at me, there is a little Philips Hue light.
Orb.
The orb of power that does one of two things. Oh, it does both, actually. Number one, it lets us know, hey, we got a new patron. That's awesome. So it blinks green. That's cool. And then it's, hey, idiots, you're screwing something up. Look at chat that the mods have access to, and it blinks red. And it's obnoxious, and it definitely gets our attention.
Yeah.
So there's that. I don't know if this thing's going to update. This is really...
Well, we'll get there.
Yeah, I know, but that's...
Not that you needed permission, but you can feel free to interrupt my Sky Team teach.
Oh, well, no. I respect your willingness and ability to do that. All right, I'm done filling time. I've updated the number. We'll update the rest of that in a minute. So with that said, sir, Sky Team, take it away. Go for it.
Hello, passengers. We are preparing for landing. I was thinking about doing a spiel.
Right.
I'm not going to do a spiel.
Okay,
Let's just get on with it.
it's early. We're fine.
Yeah. So
Alright,
Sky Team is a fully cooperative 2-player game about landing a plane. We play as captain or pilot and co-pilot.
Hi. First
and
officer.
We are going to be rolling dice and placing them out onto this wonderful dual-layer board in an attempt to finalize the landing procedure, bringing our flaps in, putting down the landing gear, getting our speed right, leveling the plane, and a couple other twists for the particular scenario that we're playing.
Okay.
The crux of the game really is that it's a no communication. We're going to be rolling our dice in secret, be placing them out one at a time, with no communication about the game. We'll probably be chatting.
Oh yeah, we'll shoot the breeze. Although, note, it is not allowed that during the final approach and landing for pilots to talk about anything that isn't regarding that. So we're going to be breaking FAA regulations.
We're not quite as well. We're not going to talk about the FAA.
So they've had a rough couple of months. All right, go ahead.
We are playing. For those who know the game, we're playing Atlanta, the green Atlanta. So we're going to be training an intern, and we're going to be playing on this approach path.
And on that note, ATL, they say it is so busy that when Jesus comes back for the second coming, he has to go through Atlanta. Just saying. Sorry, I'm messing him up.
That is it's funny because specifically in the rules, when it introduces the little paragraph, which I can read before we start, it talks about it being busy. We're going to get 4 random planes out onto the track right at the top of the game.
Yeah, it is insanely crazy.
Yeah.
How busy ATL is. Yeah.
I'm not going to do a full teach, but in essence, we're going to be going back and forth placing dice. I am the blue dice. Edward is the orange dice. You can only place a dice on spaces of your color, so I'll be placing on all the blue. You'll be placing on all the orange, and then there's a couple shared spots at the bottom for making coffee for each other, which is just a nice thing.
It really is. I mean, hey.
It could be tea. We can say it's tea in this.
No, coffee. No, trust me. If you're flying planes, you're going to need the coffee. Yeah,
my sleepy time tea won't do it for me.
No, not so much. Yeah.
We're going to be playing over 6 rounds as we descend to landing elevation. At the time we land, the time the game is over, we need to be at landing elevation, at the airport with no traffic. We need to have the plane level, and our combined speed needs to be less than this red marker, which currently I need to work on bumping that up a little bit. There's quite a few things that you need to do to make sure you win the game. Very easy to lose the game. Should the plane ever tilt so far out of balance one way or the other by placing dice on these 2 spaces, which we'll talk about the first time it happens, we lose. If we forget to put a dice here, 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 or here on any turn, we lose. If we ever need to advance this track and we run through a plane, we lose. If we get to, in the Atlanta module, if we get to landing and everything else is done and we have not fully trained the intern, we somehow lose. All the souls landed safely, but we lose. There's a lot of ways things can go wrong. So, in short, the 4 required spaces every round are leveling the plane.
Attitude.
Attitude and
pitch.
altitude.
No, that's pitch. Attitude. Yeah, I think it's attitude, right. And no, I used to work on smaller versions.
Yeah, I was about to say, not a
747. No, not so much.
When we place dice here, we will find the difference between them and move this dial that many steps towards the higher dice. So if it's a 5 and a 4, we're going to go 1 space towards the 5.
Which 2 in either direction is fine, right?
Yes, but as soon as we tick to the X,
okay, so it makes sense to maybe early. Maybe. I'm just throwing that out there, like maybe. Because flexibility.
Yeah, we can care. This needs to be level when we land. On this particular map, there's no banking requirements.
Yes.
We almost played Haneda, where we need to come in around Mount Fuji.
Right.
That has some very specific banking.
This is not an early scenario, right?
This is scenario number 3.
3.
It's not one of the 2 introductions.
Yeah.
It's the first one or 4. It's the first one that has a it has the intern.
Okay,
There's the
got
one before this that has the fuel leak, which is just I find quite challenging, and I like the flexibility and challenge of the intern. So that's the one we're gonna do. The second space we must play to is the engines. After both dice have been placed, we're going to sum them up and see where that sum lands on this track. If it is less than where the blue marker is, in this case 2, 3, 4, we will not move. We're slowed down.
Okay.
If it's in between the two, we will advance one space on this track. And if it's above the orange, we're going to advance 2 spaces.
Okay.
In that moment, if we run into a plane, we lose.
Okay. And meaning the plane is right there,
Yeah,
right?
and it would slide off under the board. As we
Yeah,
move closer.
and then nope, not gonna make the joke. Then there's a collision.
Then something bad happens.
Right. Okay.
We have a method to remove the planes, which is calling into the tower, which is this one space for me and these 2 spaces for you. You put a die there, and you starting this as space 1, you count out that many spaces, and you remove that plane. So if we wanted to get rid of, say, this plane, one of us would need to put a 5 in one of those spaces. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Got it.
We each have our own separate landing requirements that adjust our speed.
Yep.
I am in charge of the landing gear. I need to put 3 dice here.
Gear down, so they're down and locked.
Yep, and every time I do that, it makes it harder for us to go fast and easier for us to go slow.
Because drag.
Because drag.
Right.
Same thing over here. You have requirements of putting the flaps in order.
Okay.
And in particular, you must place this one first, note this arrow, then this one, arrow,
Yeah,
then this one.
okay. All right.
then this
Got
one.
it. Got it. Okay.
Every time I put a die here and you put a die here, we're going to advance that color to the advance it
right.
along the track to the right.
So it makes it easier to slow down because.
But this is
again,
quite
drag.
a long track.
It is. So maybe we don't do that.
We
too
do need to
early.
make up one space. We can't just go one space at a time here. We need to make that up.
So in other words, we want to speed. We want to maybe early get there.
Get there. Yeah. Get along.
Okay. All right. Yeah.
I have a specific requirement of working on the brakes. So this is every time I put a die here, 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 again in order per the number requirement. This red marker will advance, which will make it easier for us to land and be under speed. Because in the final round, as noted here, when we're at the airport, it's the symbol,
Yep.
our combined speed doesn't check this track. It needs to be at or under the number along
Wherever
the
that is.
Exactly.
And that. What changes that number?
Me going here.
So the 3. So you do that one, it moves to there.
Yeah,
Got it.
exactly.
Okay. Yeah.
At the bottom of the board, we have a couple 2-colored spaces. This is where we can make coffee.
Yeah.
Coffee lets us add one or take one away from the value of the dice. Make it easier. You can use them at any time and in multiples at once. So if you desperately need a 2 and all you have is a 5 and there's 3 coffee,
I can.
whoop, whoop,
Yeah.
and
Pound
there you
it,
go.
and here we go. Okay. All right.
In this scenario, the Atlanta green scenario adds 2 wrinkles. One, we have more traffic coming in. So every turn we start, and there are black dice here, we're going to roll this that many times and add those planes to the track. So in this case, let's say I rolled the 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. We're going to put a plane right there.
Oh.
So we need to get away from this. We'll talk about the strategy in a second.
Yeah.
The second thing that the Atlanta Green adds is training the intern. You can put any die there, and I can put any die there, so long as it is not equal to the next intern tag following in. So I can put anything but a 4 here.
Okay.
I can then go place this anywhere I want, and it is a 4.
So that's okay. So that
do that.
It's now a 2, or you turned a 2 into a 4.
And I take this tag, and I put it anywhere, and it is a 4.
And by anywhere you mean anywhere you're allowed.
I believe it's anywhere.
Oh, so you can place on my side
I believe.
theoretically?
Let me check. That's
Okay.
a good
Yeah.
question.
Okay.
Any space that you'd normally be able to place.
Okay. So you're
mine
blue, mine
yours.
orange.
So,
okay.
and
Got
specifically, the tag will go up, go to that spot, be used, whatever, then it'll be gone. And then the next time I play here, I'm attacking this 1. So this can be anything but a 1.
And I'm coming at it from the other direction.
We
okay.
need to have all of these tokens removed from this board by the time we land.
Yeah, but that's kind of glorious. It gives us some flexibility.
It's very specific flexibility. That's why I wanted to do this one instead of the oil
that makes
leaf,
sense.
which,
Yeah.
You know, hey, listen, we've never played this together, so we'll see how the chemistry goes.
Yeah. Oh no, I have faith.
That is the last thing. Actually, we have a reroll. This token here, and we're going to get another one at 2,000 feet. At any time, and again, we cannot talk about the game state, you can just say, I'm going to use a reroll. If you say it, you must reroll 1 or more dice.
Okay.
When you say it, I can reroll 0 or more dice.
You were not required. I can't force you to re-roll yours.
I could be happy, but if you're like, I have a bunch of 6s.
And you're like, oh God, yes.
Yeah.
Okay, I got it.
That token will go. When we come into 2,000 feet, we'll get another one.
Okay, and if we hadn't used the other one, then they stack?
Yep.
Okay, cool.
Who places first is determined by the altitude track, so it'll be me, then you, then me, then you, based on the color, and in theory, pointing to my side of the board.
Okay, cool.
Side of the board.
Okay.
That's about it if you want to pull up.
Yeah, sure. And now, the reason I have my angle is so y'all can see this here to start with.
So this is inside our little screen where you roll the dice so we keep them private from each other. We must place on the speed, and we must place on the altitude, or the pitch of the plane.
Yeah.
We have to place there every turn, otherwise we lose immediately.
Attitude.
Sorry.
Pitch is up and down.
It also has some reminders about when you place in a landing gear, flaps, and brakes that you move those tokens.
Now, okay, what is the speed telling us there looking at that? It says you add the speeds.
You add the speeds. If it is, you see where it's dark next to the blue?
Yeah.
If that number is less than blue, you're not going anywhere.
Oh, I see it, and I see the little black mark.
Yep.
So right there means you're not going anywhere. If it's in between, you go 1.
Put out any die. It doesn't matter. We can do an example.
Sure, we'll do that.
So we'll sum these up. 5 and 2 is 7. Right now, as soon as you put that die down, we're going to move 1.
So this will literally, does it mean that happens right away?
Right in that moment.
Okay, all right, cool.
Yep.
Got it. Okay, all right. We ready to do this?
We are.
I guess final turn, right?
Yeah, so this is, as a reminder, for us to
yeah.
win, all of these things must be true at the end of the final turn. We have to be at the airport here with no planes on it, clear runway.
Checks out.
We will be at altitude. This tracks automatically. All of these must be flipped. All of these must be flipped.
Okay.
And our combined speed must be less than
whatever that number is, so that we can, stop.
And the plane must be level. And in the instance of this particular scenario,
we also have to have the intern, the trainee. Okay. And Chip says you get more planes added when you taxi to a new plane.
If we start a turn, let's say here in the future, we're going to roll this die and add a plane.
Yeah.
Same here, same here. If we roll a number that's beyond the end of the track, they just are at the airport.
Okay.
So now that we're here, and we talked about that.
Yeah.
This is unavoidable.
Right.
We probably, I'd rather not add a plane, so maybe we can try to double move to skip over that one. As a thought.
Okay, good to know. And so talking to ATC gets rid of planes.
Yep, talking to ATC. So if I wanted to get rid of this, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
All right, cool.
It's missile command. Down goes the plane.
Yeah. So, okay, Lady Orca over on Twitch. Are you an air traffic controller? Seriously. Says this game has been hitting the table in the break room at the local ATC tower. Because I hope so, because that is amazing.
That's just playing at work. It's every time I play Horseless Carriage and they're like, oh, we're doing Gantt charts. Now I go, oh no, please, not Gantt charts.
Because you actually do.
I have interacted with Gantt charts at work.
I've never heard of a Gantt chart until I encountered Horseless Carriage. So, all right. Hey, it finally popped up. I apologize. So, K, new patron, cheers. We already updated the number.
Great letter. Yep. Top letter. K.
I feel like you're biased.
Never. Couldn't be me.
Oh, okay. Lady Orca says, I'm not personally, but I hear of it secondhand. That's awesome. That's really amazing. What's up, Time Roller? All right, you ready?
Oh, Captain, my Captain.
All right, let's get this.
Land the plane.
Let's land the plane. All right. So now what I'm going to do, just so y'all know at home, while we can theoretically see the screen here, we're not going to look at it. We're going to have the honor, it's just going to be on the honor system here. Because let's face it, we don't want to cheat. So
I got to roll this 4 times, and we're going to add 4
before
points.
we do anything else. All right, now that we've done that.
Space 4. Okay. So this is 1, and we count up.
5.
Space 5. Space 4.
Well, okay, we have some time to manage this.
And space 4 again.
Okay. All right. Now, there's no way of avoiding those. We just straight up got to get... Right here. These are the only ways to get rid of those planes.
We get a call missile command. Yes.
Okay, got it. So we're allowed to talk a little bit before we roll?
Specifically,
right?
it says we can't talk numbers like, oh, if you roll a 6, you must do this. It's more setting priorities.
Yeah.
So, right, maybe early on, we know we're going to want to double move once and then manage it. So maybe we try to sandbag you on the flaps. That way we can stay in easy double move territory.
That makes sense, sure.
We do need to move at least once. That way we don't roll 4 dice again.
Yeah, that seems poor. By the way, if you hear some really weird noises, it is... I'm not going to make the cyclone joke because one of our viewers, G, is dealing with the cyclone today. So stay safe, G.
Stay safe.
But it is incredibly windy.
It's windy.
Like really, like almost knocked me down. Breeze, wind out there.
So it's a light breeze. Oh, sorry, we're working together. I'm so sorry to hear that. I'm happy.
I'm 6'2", 240, bro. I mean, I realize you're a giant.
I've met a lot of small people, and you're just one of them.
All right.
So yeah, I think keeping the plane level enough to not, die.
Yeah, I mean,
good, but
whatever, right?
Otherwise, let's maybe get some coffee on the board, maybe get some early interns done, clear some planes.
And clear some planes. That's got to be... So, stress. These have to get placed.
Yes, we must place. I'm not we already said, don't remind me, I'm not going to remind you.
Right.
We would just lose.
Right. So moving 1 or 2 is fine, whatever.
Preference 1, that way we don't have to add another plane. But maybe if we could do a good job on this, I'm not opposed. It kind of happens.
So yeah, like I see where we're going. We're good?
We're good.
All right, let's do this.
About the game.
Yeah. Shh. Okay.
And as I said, this track, I'm going to place first.
Okay, so I am placing here. I'm just going to glance and make sure that, y'all can see the dice, so you're good.
Okay.
Okay.
This one a little bit. Okay.
Oh, while you're thinking, Sam says, hey, Edward and Kyle, too, actually. Not just Kyle 1, but Kyle 2. Just focus on yours. Just watched your War of the Ring Let's Play. It was epic. Also decided to try Rose City Genmaicha. It's my new favorite. That's what I'm talking about, Sam. So, it's from Smith Teas in Portland, Oregon, which is where I'm from. But the Rose City Genmaicha is the best tea in the world.
It's the third thing you said to me the first time we met when I came to a game day. Hi, I'm Edward. These are all the people. What game do you want to play today? Do you want some Genmaicha? And
yes.
A lot of information.
Yeah,
and I said yes because I'm not rude. I never had it before.
The Genmaicha?
It's fine. It's not my favorite tea that we have downstairs.
Okay, you have the right to be wrong. Okay.
Also, the War of the Ring playthrough was great. I only cheated a little bit, but it made for a good story.
It's funny. I appreciate the comments that people make. There's one dude that made like 20 comments just pointing out
things that we might have.
Yeah.
I had a lot of fun. We got it for the in bulk correct. A lot of great moments.
Yeah, I'm happy with how that turned out. I see you.
Put 5 on the engines.
Okay. So, now, again, the only questions I will ask are rules related in this.
Yep.
So, if I were to place a 5 there...
We immediately move this 2 spaces because 5
because
plus
it's
5
cumulative. Thank you. Okay, and if it's in between, it moves 1. If it's 4 or less...
Yep. You'll note that
we would not move.
These fall in between numbers, so...
Oh, gotcha. I see that. All right, cool. Thank you. Okay, so...
Hey, Sam, if you like the War of the Ring, go watch our Rebellion playthrough. Again, we probably got 1 or 2 small things wrong, but
100%.
Rebellion, our Star Wars Rebellion playthrough was also a ton of fun.
All right. And these, I'm not allowed to place a 5. You were not allowed to place a 4.
Yeah, whatever X is whatever the next intern tag is. You can't use a 5 to train a 5.
All right. And you can place them in any order that you have them.
Your dice?
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. Well... air traffic control, if we could get some of these damn planes out the way, that'd be great. Okay.
That you need a 4 to clear that. It is the space number. This is 1, 2, 3, 4.
That happened.
Sorry.
Well, in that case, since you know I have the one, and I feel like that would be unfair and improper, we could do something like this.
Sure. We check our speed. It is in between the markers.
6. Right there, go. All right,
One step closer to ATL.
Right. Okay. So now a 3 would get rid of that plane.
Exactly.
Correct? Okay. All right.
cool
My
tempo
bad.
thing in the game where some contextual dice
Yeah,
matter.
change
Yep.
and change value effectively, right? Yeah.
Okay, I will do something stressful.
Yeah, I heard about that, Chris. I saw in the comments. Okay, so that is, and again, these are cumulative.
So
no, it's the difference
These
between
we
them.
check the difference,
Right.
and it tilts that many steps towards the
Got it.
larger.
Yep. Air traffic control, if you could get some of these damn planes out the way, that'd be great. There we go. That's 3.
You get no response because of reasons. I will head down. Do you want a coffee?
Yeah, I could go for a little. I appreciate it. Thank you. I'm going to make the joke. No, I'm not. Never mind. I am not going to make the joke.
We're flying a plane. There's no jokes.
Yeah,
to be made.
yeah.
We got X number of souls on board, which is always how pilots talk, which I find really disconcerting. The FAA reasonably acknowledging the existence of the human soul. Jakob brings up the Blackbeard stream. Also great. Really excited for Coast Watchers.
Oh, dude, so excited! And somebody actually made the comment after that on that video, the top 10 anticipated. They were like, "Wasn't it all on my radar? Thanks, it is now." I'm so excited I get to play that again. I think at the end of this month.
Yes, you do.
So I must place here before the end of the round.
Correct.
So, you know what? Let's just go ahead and pull that trigger. So the difference between that is that's a little heavy. We're going to lean a little bit to the left.
Yep.
So going a little banking to the left to come in for final approach.
Getting a beautiful view of the Atlantic Ocean. Just so, in case anyone's watching this and curious, this production, everything here is as comes in the box, little wooden planes, all the dice. My toggle switches are 3D printed. I have a 3D printed insert for the game, which I'll show off at the end. They're just slightly more raised, which makes it easier to move them back and forth.
Okay.
Otherwise, everything is as base game.
Okay.
All right.
I'm not sure if Chip's telling the truth or being funny about this.
Hey there, Mr. Intern. Why don't you go climb down to the bottom of the plane and stick out that there landing gear? So as soon as I turn that on, I move that up one step.
So, by the way, real landing gear is just one handle, and then you get 3 lights that they're down and locked. Hopefully, you get 3 lights.
I was about to say, there's one of them.
Yeah, but facts. Okay. So now, given my situation here, right, those are only you. Okay, you know what? This seems like a not terrible idea. Air traffic control. If you could get some damn planes out the way, we would greatly appreciate.
Now, I don't think an intern would say it with that much gravitas and confidence. I think
Please help. Please. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Excuse me, Mr. Tower, please move a plane, please.
Right.
Okay, so that is the end of the round. We've placed all 8 of the dice.
Okay, hold on. Checks out.
We have not lost.
Because we have done that and we are still within
Everything's good.
the bumpers.
This automatically ticks down. We are slowly beginning our descent.
Yep.
The 2 intern tokens that we used can just go to the side.
Okay.
We recall our dice and re-roll, and you are up first. So, again, in between rounds, we have a minute to talk strategy.
Yeah.
We're fine. I mean...
Well, at some point, we are going to have to speed up.
We could do it now, because we would go past this one and then past this one, then these 2 planes would be in the 1 slot. So I'd like to maybe try to think about getting these out. Double moving now, I don't hate, because we would skip over one of our extra dice.
I hear you.
Certainly going to hit one of these.
Right. We need to be careful about going too quick right now, I would think, but getting rid of those planes would be awfully helpful.
Yeah.
Awfully helpful.
But we do not need to double move anymore. We need to double move one time.
Right. We
got a coffee.
We have 1 variable, so 1 and 3. I would like to point out there's a 3 here. There's a 3 there for me.
For you, yes.
Yeah. Okay.
And then
we're good?
also, if should we double move, there's a 1 there for me. But
All right, and again, I'm just making sure this is a small window in which to be able to go 1.
you could, in theory, mechanically, if you play here first and move that up, it opens that window a little bit more.
Fair enough. Okay. All right. Cool. Let's do it.
Yeah, when I got this game, this is my copy. I picked it up at PAX 2023, and the last night of the convention, Sunday and a Monday, me and all my friends stayed at an Airbnb, and me and my buddy Joey played this till about 4:30 in the morning, just trying to play through as many scenarios as we can.
Okay.
This game is great.
Air traffic control. Move the planes out the way. I feel like no. You know what? Hold on.
There's one more there. Get it out of the damn way.
So, okay. I'm gonna save it.
You can't blow all your bits at once. You gotta save the
Exactly.
bits up.
All right. That could work. That also could work for that. That seems not terrible. Flaps, 5%. Hold on one second. Yeah, we're good with that.
So that ticks up. You must start with that one, so now you can do the 2-3 flap.
Yep.
And our window for moving 1 got a little bigger.
Okay.
Okay.
Yes, it was Jonathan.
That being
Oh, that's funny.
said.
That's awesome, Jonathan. All right. So I'm just going to point this out to the folks at home. You'll note, this is public information, I have 2 dice left.
Correct.
They are going into those 2 locations.
They are. Mechanically, they could also go down to the intern.
That's
The
exactly
intern
what's
could
about
do.
to happen. So that's going to go, and then here, we are flying straight and level.
No, those are even.
Oh, so it doesn't, it
We're-
continues banking.
A little bit. this
Okay,
way.
all right, that's good. All right.
All right. Well, there's not really anything for it.
Well, I choose to go in place here. That is a 9, unfortunately.
One
But
space.
1 space, sorry.
All right. Final die.
I should have done that. Oh, well, all right.
Hey. I could, in theory, put there. It doesn't matter. But
Yeah, I got you.
we've
Right.
in my plays of this with my friends, we put the coffee on the spots just to remind ourselves it's available.
Yeah.
So
Okay, hold on. Have we crashed?
no,
Okay.
I had to look first. Dice here. Nothing else has gone out of whack. That ticks down. This goes away. We do unfortunately need to add a plane to that spot.
Okay.
Take a dice.
All right. More traffic. We're not. I don't.
You could have used coffee to make that afford a double move us, but we're past it now.
Oh.
And I can't tell them that.
Yeah.
I looked in there and I saw people saying it, and it's okay. That's fine.
That's my bad. My thought here is we don't double move right now.
No, absolutely not.
Because we don't want to end up where that is. So I'm thinking we skip one of those two. So
I'd like to
Yeah.
work again. That's in a very Atlanta scenario. Try to clear these out as best we can. Move 1, and then next turn we got to skip.
Yeah.
At least 1.
yeah.
We got coffee to use. Don't forget about it.
Yes,
I think we're doing
thank
pretty
you.
good on the intern. If all else fails, and the intern can make coffee, which very intern thing to do.
Right. Yeah.
So
Shut
long-
up. Go.
Yeah.
All right. Good.
Shake the cup.
All right. Cool.
I start. We still have a reroll.
All right. Cool. All right.
I didn't see it.
Yeah, that's fine. Oh, Shazira brings up this is on BGA as well.
ATC, you know what to do. Boop. So I know that this is on BGA, but I think there's a lot to this game and games like it with the physicality of being in person. This, I mean, a much more simple version is just the mind, right?
Right.
I don't know if I'd ever want to play a game like that where I'm not physically at the table with the person. 'Cause
Right.
not even like body language, there's nonverbal communication. There has to be. What's going on?
You know what? Eventually, this video might get taken down.
Why is this the path we're going down?
So, we're flying into Hotlanta.
Oh, it's perfect.
And Hotlanta is the home of some really great musicians,
Oh, yes.
Artists. And one of the best, I mean, there's Outkast. I'm a big fan of Outkast. I enjoy Outkast. But also, Ludacris is also, I believe, from the ATL.
And the ATC did commission him to write this next piece you're going to hear.
He 100%. So, Tower. Okay, so yeah, all right, it was worth it.
It was worth it. I loved it. Everything by FAA policy.
Warm regards. So
Enjoy this video while it's up, everybody.
yeah, it's just, it's totally worth it.
Totally worth it.
It really
Okay,
was.
I'm gonna start working on the brakes.
All right.
Help us a little bit in the future.
All right. So, all right.
The sound of the waste bins outside ramming into my car in the wind.
I know. Yeah, I use my building to try and block. Yeah. Oh, by the way, car's been in the shop a couple days waiting on a part. The only issue I've ever had with this car is this: there's the front sensor camera, whatever, for the adaptive cruise control. Apparently that went bad, but they're replacing that for free.
Good.
But yeah, so but the part's in, car's ready. Got to bring that back. So
I, a millennial, have 3 service lights on in my car right now. So
wow.
I legitimately have not had time to drop it off to get it worked on.
Well,
I'm very busy right now.
I blame heavy cardboard. That's fine.
I actually kind of blame heavy cardboard a little bit.
Okay. So anyway, tower.
So tick that up to a 3.
There we go. I have ticked that up to a 3.
Coffee can go back to the spot.
Oh wait, you can reuse those?
Oh yeah, we'll always have 3 available.
Oh.
We can only ever have 3 like up to us.
Oh. Well, that's easier. Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
Russ asked, "Why is there coffee in one of the dice slots?" That's just a
Reminder.
visual reminder that we have it available. Because sometimes
So-
it ends up by the board, and I go, "Well, where's my coffee?" I don't think about it. It means nothing. They don't have to be there. It's
Yeah.
just, and going here would generate that coffee. It doesn't
Yeah,
matter.
yeah,
It's
yeah.
just a reminder.
Yeah, that's all. All right, you're up.
Yeah. Well, as you said earlier, I have 2 dice left, and some places I need to go. Yeah. Well, actually, you know it. You love it.
Well, let's go ahead and just Go and bust that out. That's 8. All right. Yeah, it's fine. Let's not burn it. So there we go. And now we'll bank it on in a little bit right there. There we go. Yeah.
Okay. We're good?
Yeah, everything looks great.
Little closer.
Everything's fine.
Everything looks great.
Okay.
Oh, jeez.
Okay, so
I mean, I would, if we, so I'm just looking at tempo, right? We have 1, 2, 3 more movements of this. 1, 2, 3. We still need to double move.
yeah, it'll be this turn or next. This or next.
I think we probably want to get it done. The reason why I say that is because then we're going to need to be spending dice to do, you're going to need to be spending dice to get that done, which makes it harder and ultimately impossible to double move.
Fair. Okay.
So
yeah.
if
Okay.
if we can make it work, let's try to double move now. Also, because
Which
we have
currently is a 10, 11, 12, correct?
yeah, so big
Okay.
dice.
Okay. Cannot lie.
I get a coffee done. That 1 on my track is right in the way of a big 6.
Yeah.
So I'm. But no, I think we got to get the double move in. Don't forget we have a reroll.
We have a reroll.
We got
yep.
a coffee
Yeah.
on board.
All right, we're good. All right, cool. And I'm placing first.
You are placing
Okay.
first.
Okay.
I'd have to check my records, but I've played. Oh gosh, I've played quite a few of them. I think I've gotten through most of the yellows. I've gotten through Keflavik, I think. I'm up to Prague.
Yeah.
Some of the scenarios had some really interesting stuff. Oh, that's good. I shouldn't say that.
Well, I mean,
No.
it makes sense. Like, we're halfway home. I mean, come on, right?
no,
yeah,
we're-
yeah.
We're all right. We're doing fine.
What do you mean by that, Jonathan?
Oh, they're getting mad at me about putting the coffee cups in the dice spaces.
Oh, they'll be okay. I mean, I could do that. That seems, yeah. Let's get the priorities out of the way. So,
A little bit back.
there we go.
That's all right. No one spilled their drink.
No, we're
Nice
fine.
and
No, that's
easy.
nice, gentle S curves.
Yep.
Okay.
All right. I'm going to put. So, the heavy cardboard variant, the Kyle variant. Usually, what we do when I want to use coffee, I'm going to put that near the spot I want it. Show that I've spent the coffee. Tick it up. So now in the final turn, these combined have to be 4 or less.
On the final round.
When-
That's
yeah,
all
when- when
that's
we
all
are-
that's showing us, right?
Correct.
Okay. All right, cool. And that's fine. So it doesn't need to move to 6.
It just
makes it easier, right?
Correct.
Okay, cool. Okay, so as you can see, my responsibilities are finished, but let's see. That did not work. Oh, but that does. Oh. Okay. You know what? This isn't what I was planning on doing, but I think this works. You have 2 dice left. I have 2 dice.
Correct.
That has to wait for the end. I've decided. So this one. Oh, I could. Oh. Okay, I'm close your eyes. This will just be on the honor system. So this die here, I could there for that, or I could go there for that. Okay, you can look now. And I don't know which is the smarter or better play at this point.
Don't look at chat. Don't look at chat. Don't look
I'm
at
not
chat.
gonna.
Don't
Yeah,
look at
yeah.
chat. No, me, not
yeah,
you.
gotcha. Man, I mean, they both have to happen. So okay, we will. ATC Tower. This is Delta. Get out the way.
This is Delta Flight 1111 invoking Luda. Thank you. We'll do that. 5 + 6, 11.
1, 2.
Double move. So at the start of next round, we are going to roll that die. Oh.
I was waiting for it.
I
was waiting for it.
I won't lie, I'm a little annoyed about that because I too have a 1. And that was also my plan.
Okay, all right. Well, so be it. All right, hey.
Fine.
Hey, that was well done. I think that was productive. All right.
I think we're doing well. We will advance this. So we now have a second reroll. So
I mean,
it's the potions in video game problem where it's like save it for when you really need it. It's like, when's that? When do I know?
Yeah,
we
right.
have 2. We can use 1 and still have 1 available. I think the intern is probably up there for us right now. Something we probably just want to get done.
Yeah, I'm pretty happy with the way that looked. So this happens, right?
Yep, we will roll that once. Right.
I mean, it makes sense.
Yeah,
sure.
If it had been a 4, 5, or 6, it also would have just
been a 3. Yeah. Okay. All right. So we're done with that now. Okay.
Yeah, I think we want to get the intern mostly done. We don't. It's a good flexibility, but we're in the final round.
We allowed to? Yeah, actually, I think I can. So I had that 4.
Yeah,
right?
we can talk about that.
Yeah. So I had that 4, which got that one or one of them out,
Yeah.
right? And I was like, I could do that, or I could have gone here, used the 2 to then do that.
So I should have, as soon as you put the 5 down, I probably should have played the 6 to show that you have the flexibility to move this once because
Yes.
it's going to be an 11 amount.
Exactly.
It all worked out.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
I put you in a bind to make a choice, but it was a low impact choice.
Yeah, it was. All right. Okay, so I need to work on flaps.
Yeah.
We do have to move forward 1. That's it. Now, we do not want to move more than 1, correct?
Yeah, no, because if we move 1, this move 1. and the
Yeah,
next
so
turn-
we're
and then-
even. Yeah.
Yeah, we need to.
So we have 3 more planes of traffic that we need to get out the way.
So if we do we need to move? Hold on. If we move 1, we'll be on this one. At the other round, this will move.
Yeah,
Then
no,
if we
they're
move 1
even.
next turn,
They're even. That's right. That's how it should be, right?
No, I think if we actually have a turn of delay, because I always forget the math. Because this moves in round and this moves at end of round. So we'll come back to 2,000 feet. At the end of next round, this will tick down. Then we have that turn.
So that's 3 turns from now.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's 3 turns. They're even. Am I overthinking
I know.
this?
It will become more apparent. It's early for us.
No,
some of us had training last night and went to bed very late.
I think that's right.
We're fine either way. I do think we need to work the intern though. That's pretty much where my head's at.
Well, that's going to be really easy on my end.
Yeah.
So I'm not too worried about that. All right, you ready? Yeah, it says no, you're even, so we're
Yeah,
good. So, yeah, you're just tired.
I don't know where my brain's at.
All right. Oh, that was, where is it? Good Lord. There it was. There. Okay. Man, that wind is something. And you're starting us.
Yep, I just need to roll.
Okay. We have 2 re-rolls and no coffee. Okay.
This. Yeah.
Oh, we have 2 turns, so it's this turn and 1 more, I guess. Okay.
I need to.
Okay.
My brain's just fried.
All right. You're good. Go.
Yeah. What do I need to accomplish? Ugh. God. Okay, I will. Hey, buddy. Go start a fresh pot. That's what we need.
Okay.
Just get that out of the way.
Okay. Good. Flaps, 10%. Or flaps 10, sorry.
Flaps in order.
I would think so.
No, I'm. It's fine.
No, Russ says, rules question, can you use coffee on an intern number? I would think so.
No.
Oh, you cannot?
You cannot use a coffee to modify this number.
Okay, got it. So that's used. So
okay. It's to me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeesh. Well, it's used, but it needs to live here because that's now a space we cannot go to.
Oh, I see. Okay, got it. I can't imagine that we're gonna.
No, I think that's okay. I'm just. When you placed that, that's coming up. Yep. We'd already moved it.
Yeah, my bad.
No, it's all good.
Okay. So this. Yep, there we go. Air traffic control, if we could have a little help here, that'd be great.
Choop. Okay. Hey, Mr. Intern, just bring me that coffee. Make that into a 6. Brakes at full.
Wings.
It's even, so it stays.
Oh, that's right. Sorry, my bad.
Okay. All right, that's it.
Yeah, we're good.
All right. That'll go down. That's out. That's out. So now we can both access that 6.
Yep.
One of us has to use it. We got rerolls. We got no coffee currently, but pretty easy to get a hold of. No,
So-
we play this round.
Yeah, we have 2 turns left.
Yeah.
That's what I thought. Okay, so we have 2 turns to clear 2 planes. We have 2 rerolls.
Oh, yeah. We got to use that 6, but I'm not too concerned about it because that could just be coffee. We are in the plane mode.
Yeah.
We are landing the plane.
LTFP.
LTFP, baby.
Yep. All right. So there we go. And I am first.
For those who can see my dice, if it's clear enough, just want to draw your attention to what I rolled.
I mean, that seems pretty obvious here. So, rules question.
Mm-hmm.
These are not mandatory.
They are mandatory.
So I have to get the flaps all the way down. Okay,
Correct.
then in that case,
No, Russ, we have 2 turns to clear the planes.
yeah.
That'll bump this.
Yep. Thank you. Sorry.
No, I don't know why my brain was misfiring. We play. We're going to move this down.
I mean,
we will play
it
the next
says
turn.
you
and
start left, and
we
then
can clear these next turn if we need to. But ideally, we
Sure.
don't do that.
Okay.
I'm actually... Yeah, no, let's just get it. Landing gear deployed.
Oh, this works out. There you go.
Yeah, no, that's fine.
I placed that.
Okay. Okay.
So, to be clear, we need a 6 or higher.
Done.
Oh.
We'll talk about the last round here in a second, but
Okay.
Partially early, partially I haven't played this in a few months, but
Should have done that in that order. Oh well. Oh, but I think that works out. Here we go. Wait till I have Kyle's attention.
yep. Okay. I rolled 4 6s.
Oh, okay. Okay. So good news.
Yeah. Ticks to center.
There we go. I couldn't tell you, but hey, you also had that, right?
Oh, no, I was
So,
planning to
right.
use it immediately, and then I went, when you placed the 2, I went, okay, well, we're good. We'll move 1.
Yeah.
And then and then I was like, okay, I'll make myself a coffee. Oh, I also need it here. Then you put a 6 here, and I went, oh, I use that coffee. Just worked out. I didn't actually need to re-roll my
Yeah,
4
no,
or
this
6s.
is perfect. Yeah. Where's the problem at?
Anyway, so let's talk about the final round.
Let's take stock. Intern done.
Yep.
Flaps down 20. And we got 3 green down and locked.
So, this ticks down. Let's just walk
Yes.
through because there's questions, but I think it's fairly straightforward in the rule book. End of round. Advance the altitude track 1 space. We did that. Take back your dice.
Done.
If the airport image appears in the current position at the airplane screen image, appears in the current altitude screen, proceed to the end of game section below. The final round begins when the airport image appears in the current position and the airplane image appears in the current altitude.
Yeah, this is common sense.
I'm going to go first in
Yeah.
the final round. At the end of this round, this needs to be clear. We need to be level, and we've already done all that.
And by level, you mean within 2 ticks? Within 2 ticks?
No.
Oh, level. We have
Level.
to be. Oh, okay. All right. That good thing we had this conversation. So, yeah, I know I should. I realize that, Jakob. That's what I was lamenting.
Yeah,
But-
we're in. We need low dice.
Well, these are
thing-
all done. These are all done. These are all done.
This has to go.
No, I understand. My point is, there's coffee that can get made.
Generate.
There are re-rolls.
The re-rolls, obviously we have 2, we need to use them, but
Sure.
these have to be 1s. A 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 has to be a 1 to clear these.
I understand.
Let's go. We're ready.
And then we have to end it. So we need the same number there.
Yep. These have to
These
sum,
have to be between
no,
8.
they have to sum to 6 or less. We're in the final round, so we're adding, and they need to be less. This is the final round check.
Oh, okay. So this is 6 or less.
Less.
Okay, got it.
Yeah.
So not ones. Hold on.
All right. Yeah, I tipped that.
And you begin. Oh, Captain, my Captain.
We're so close. I'm actually just shouting out the window.
Move!
Shoo! Go on, get. So yes, if people were getting to the end of the game when this happened immediately, you've been denying yourself 1 full round in the game. As far as we tell, that's the only way I've ever played it. I'm still waking up. Okay.
6 or less, right?
Yep.
Between these two. Okay, just making sure. Not emphasizing, just making sure.
Jeez. Make a coffee.
Huh. Mm-hmm. Why? Oh, could you? I'm like, why didn't you use that to get the play? You only have one spot. Okay, I just realized that.
The balance there is primarily you do this.
Yes,
I gotta do that.
you're flying. I'm talking air traffic control. So yeah. All right, I'm gonna use one of the rerolls.
Right,
I
so
think. Hold on. Let me think.
While
if
you're
I am.
thinking.
Yeah.
The re-roll, just because it's come up, it's the choice of a player. There's no discussion because you can't talk about the game. One player simply says, I'm going to use a re-roll. He's obviously thinking about it. I have no comment. If he chooses to, he re-rolls one or more dice.
Actually, I'm not.
I could re-roll any number, including 0.
Okay.
But he's not going to use it anyway, so just imagine that when we use it in a minute.
Done. See, I like leaving it on there. That way you show that you've used it.
Okay.
All right.
It's fine. All right.
Final approach. It's clear. I'm going to use a reroll. Moment, let me think. So, just from a rule standpoint, the only die that I have to place is there. Understood. And it has. I get it. We're good. Okay. So, if I. Oh, you know what? I'm not using a reroll in that case.
Never mind.
I got this. I'll go make some coffee.
Hit the brakes. Ladies and gentlemen.
Welcome to Hotlanta.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have arrived in the ATL. Please remain seated at this time. Put your tray tables up. Mobile devices may come off airplane mode at this time. Have a nice day.
Easy game.
Yes! Nice. That is honestly impressive to win not the base scenario with someone. We've never played it together.
No,
we've
never
played it separately.
Yeah. And I haven't played it in 11 months.
I probably played this near the end of last year.
Yeah.
I love this game.
I think it's really clever. I think there's strategy here. So, yeah.
Yeah, you are allowed to. This is America, and you are allowed to applaud when a plane lands.
Yeah.
We'll hold. I can hear you from here. Thank you. Thank you.
I'm going to bathe in their applause.
So I love this game. I have recently picked up, there's an expansion called Turbulence, which adds just more scenarios, more landing tracks.
Okay.
It also adds the cutest little penguin markers, which in the Arctic scenario replace the planes. Right here, the little penguin that replaces the planes in one of the scenarios. So this 3D printed insert, I ordered offline. It has this little organizer, which can come out, and if you need all the different bits and bobs, dice go here. In the base game, if you don't have it, you play green being the easiest. So we did ATL, so actually scenario 5.
Okay.
There are 3 that add nothing besides complications on the landing track. This is we have to manage our fuel. This adds the intern. This adds special powers, going all the way up to red, and then the black ones, which are really hard and I'm scared of, including the real-time mode, where you set a timer and every round you have to complete it in 60 seconds.
I love it. I love it.
I haven't got there yet. Turbulence adds more, obviously.
Yep.
As well as different complications. And there are even fan-made ones and a couple printed from Scorpion Masquer, the designer, that do rebalancing of certain maps to make them either more challenging or easier.
And
these are fan ones that use the pre-existing components, and they say, hey, play this landing track with these complications and these changes.
That's awesome. Yeah.
I love this game.
Yeah, that's Sky Team. That's fun.
I have never even attempted one of the black ones. Me and my buddy Joey have played through up until, I want to say we've done Keflavik. We're on Keflavik, which adds the ice breaks, which is very difficult. And I'm to this one. I've played 9 of these. I've replayed a couple of these teaching different people.
Yeah.
But That's Sky Team.
Yeah, pretty cool. I dig it. It was fun. All right, so let's just hang out. We're not going to bother with an intermission or anything like that.
Just tidy in the background here.
So, that I enjoyed that.
Yeah.
It's mechanically simple.
Yep.
It's on the honor system. Like if you're cheating yourself.
And why would you? It makes the game what it is.
Right. And yeah, I mean, I love airplanes. I basically like all modes of transportation.
Do you like walking?
Except for that one.
Yeah. That's
Yeah, because bad back. Bad
and the wind
ankles.
might blow you over.
Uh-huh. So next up, after, and by we, I mean Kyle, because he knows how he wants his game put up, we're going to bust out Caesar. Caesar.
Paolo Mori and PSC games.
Yeah, seize Rome in 20 minutes.
It should be
I'm down
just
for
about
it.
that.
Yeah, I dig it.
At the very start of the stream, somebody in the chat had mentioned, so Caesar, just to vamp while I'm...
Yeah.
Just while...
This is what it looks like.
Oh,
so, yeah.
Caesar, I think it's a line of 3 games, all from PSC. They're all 2-player, kind of thinky. Work on... That can go on top of that. I like to keep those flat. Come in all the same box size. Someone had asked, what is the... there's a World War I one. It's called Dogfight.
Yes.
It's the third one in the series.
Yep.
It is also my least favorite of the 3. But it's all right. It just offers a different challenge. Caesar is probably my favorite and the best.
Okay, and we are a couple of men.
Thinking about the Roman Empire.
So therefore, we have hit quota for... Why don't you let go? There you go. Okay. If I break his board, I'll buy him a new one. But yeah, we are men, so we have met quota for Thinking of Rome this week.
Would you like to be Caesar or Pompey? Red or blue?
There is no doubt here. It is not Pompey.
It is not Pompey. That's okay.
Okay.
Yes. So you also get, this is another player screen game that comes with hidden information.
All right.
All right. Let's literally was re-reviewing the rules, wrote myself a sticky note. Just who I am as a person. All right. So to set up Caesar, we need to find myself a Senate province token. Go on Rome.
So I have no familiarity with this series of games, so this will be interesting. Okay.
They're all no, those stay in the back.
Oh, they do. Okay.
If you want to put them out just to show them
Yeah,
off,
just
that's okay.
right. So
Here, take a bunch of those. They go on the yellow spaces
okay.
randomly.
Yep, I assumed.
Not that one.
Okay. One more right here.
Yes.
Is
It's
it?
right there.
Oh, there it is. Okay.
All right.
Okay.
You are playing Caesar. I am playing
am.
Pompey. That means you will take the first
What's up,
turn.
Steve? All right.
Actually, yes. Dump out your bag. You've done the right thing. You have tokens in here that look like this. That
Yes,
say,
I do.
Find all of those. They go on these spots.
Okay.
You can put yours on your side of the board.
Oh, well, you said those spots, so I'm
That's
putting
true,
it.
man.
I look. I do what I'm told, man.
This is one of the rule books that does say open the game board and put it in the center of the table.
So how do people feel about that? Like, I feel like that should be said, right?
In the rule books that I've written that require a game board, the first line is put the game board in the center of the play area in easy reach of all players. I feel like assuming it's it's implied is very like in the hobby. It's like very inside baseball. And it's rude to people who might be learning a game, their first game, to not put it there and just assume that they know to do that.
Okay, that's fair. So random, while we're here a second. So new casino opened up in the area, up in Nashua. Yeah, go.
I've already heard about the new casino.
Yeah,
I'm going to use the
fine.
restroom.
So while he's going use the restroom, so new casino called the Nash. It replaced either like a Sears or a Macy's in a mall. It's really nice inside, but it feels smaller than it feels like it should be. But it was interesting that one of the entrances actually opened up into the mall. Like, that's just crazy to me. That just cracked me up. Nice poker room. They did. Ian O'Toole would cringe at this. They have really nice tables, but the problem is they have two different color felt. It's kind of a beige on the outer part, and then red oval in the middle. The red matches the chips almost identically, so it's hard to see the $5 chips. And the beige matches one of the decks of cards so well that it's really hard to see players' cards in front of them. Clearly, this was made by a graphic designer or interior designer of some sort that, look, it ties the colors well, and it all looks great. However, functionally, not useful. Not done by whoever plays poker there. But overall, nice room. Pretty cool place. So, smaller, cozy, I would say. It has a couple restaurants in there. So, yeah.
Oh, with the Macy's?
Yeah. Yeah, it's crazy. It's so bizarre.
I think that was in like Burlington, Vermont, maybe, or maybe Burlington, Mass. An old corner anchor store at a mall got turned into a relocated high school. This was a couple of years ago now. It might even be early pandemic or pre-pandemic. But
right.
They're just like they put up temporary walls and built structures inside the big corner store and just turned it into a small high school.
Yeah, it has the escalators, that go down. Yep. It's good use of the space. No doubt. It was just bizarre to me that it's literally a anchor's corner of the mall. Like it was. Yeah. Anyway. All right, Caesar room in 20 minutes.
Yep. Okay. So this is by Paolo Mori from PSC Games. Another 2-player. This one is competitive, so and you can talk to each other. Again, it's just one bin smashing into my car.
Take a peek. Is it?
No, it very literally is. The blue recycle bin is bashed off the back of my car and is laying behind my car.
I am sorry.
That's okay.
All right. Yeah. All right.
I should have laid him down when I came in. That's on me. Anyway, Caesar room in 20 minutes, 2-player game. We are going to be putting out our little control tokens, our tokens that will be drawn from our bag. We will have a hand of them behind our screen and secret from each other.
Okay.
You will start playing as Caesar. You're going to choose a token from your hand of X number behind your screen.
Yep.
There are 4 types of tokens. There are ships, there are shields, there are gladius, the sword.
Yep.
There's also laurels, which are wild.
Okay.
You're going to choose one of the tokens from behind your screen and put it out on a space matching its suit, I guess.
Okay, so face up or face down?
Face up.
Okay.
So I could say I'm going to take this shield and I'm going to put it in this spot, shield for shield.
Okay.
That center black line, you line up with the border that it's on, and now you're projecting influence into the 2 regions that it's touching.
Okay.
So we're going to go back and forth. Let's say I've done this. Give me a sword.
You may have my gladius. It is yours.
All right. So let's say we're competing here. You've placed this at another time.
Yep.
And I'm going to come in and say, all right, I'm going to place here, and I'm going to close this region. This bordered region here.
Got it. Yep.
Cisalpina. No border regions left open. When you close a region, we check 2 things. 1, who placed the token to close it? In this case, that was me.
You.
I'm going to take this.
Okay.
What these are, reminder here.
Okay.
The vase is wealth, which means you immediately draw an additional token and your hand size goes up.
Okay.
Because then at the end of my turn, I'm going to draw another one.
Okay. Got it.
We'll talk about the rest in a second.
Yeah, that's
the
fine.
second thing we do after it's closed, separate. So even let's say if you had placed it, you would take the token. But now we check who controls it. I have a value of 7. You have a value of 4. I control it.
Oh,
This game is a race to put out all 12 of your control markers.
Cool. Dig it.
In the future, let's say I've done that, and let's say I've done this, and I close this one. So I'm placing the final token to close Gaul, to close France.
Yeah.
I've placed it, so I'm going to take this.
Yep. Get whatever it is, right?
That's take a turn immediately after this one.
Okay.
I check. It is 4-2. I place a control marker here. Oh, I'm also adjacent to another region I control. I place a control marker there.
Whoa, wait, what?
If you take control after resolving the region token. I'm going to own this one. If you are adjacent to any other number of regions that are yours, you also place control markers on that board. It doesn't matter that your token's there. That token's done now. Because I'm building a contiguous group, I'm going to start placing out more and more of these. If I take this one, I'm going to put another token there. And there.
Oh, it's on your... Oh.
Because I control this.
So it's not covering mine. It's
simply connecting my two. I'm making my contiguous area.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes, Yaka points out that's annoying. The board isn't north, south, up, down. Yeah. Here's Gibraltar, and there's Syria. Europe, Africa.
Oh, if that's the case, switch. I'll be Pompey. No, I'm serious. That's going to bother me.
Okay.
There we go.
Here are all the tokens.
Okay.
You want it to be north.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I feel that. Yeah. Okay. So that's one way to get them out. So let's talk about what the tokens do. I think the scroll was there.
You mean these here?
Yes, the province bonus tokens.
Okay.
And that one can go there, and then you take these back. So, tactics, the scroll. Immediately after you finish this turn, which will be draw a token from the bag to replenish, you take another turn immediately. You
Awesome.
skip my next
Scroll, there are... Hold on. Now that's going to bother me. So let's just fix all those. But there is one scroll. It ended up over there in Dalmatia.
There are 4 of each.
Oh, God. There are. I didn't even see them. I'm an idiot. Okay.
I think. Maybe 5 of each.
Okay. 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 Yeah, they're over here. Yeah, I see them. Okay.
Let you take another turn.
Yep.
Might, which is the cross spears.
Yep.
You take an opponent's influence marker. These are influence markers.
Yeah.
And you flip it face down. I'm now projecting 0 into both of those.
And adjacent. Oh, wait. It says flip an opponent. It doesn't say adjacent. It's anywhere.
Anywhere.
Okay, got it. Okay.
Or control marker, which are these. So let's say I've taken that one.
Yeah.
And I'm threatening to take this one. You can flip that, and then I won't get my adjacency bonus.
Okay.
If I were, if I were
Yeah,
to take
I get it. Yeah, I get it.
Keep going. We are not playing with Centurions or Poison. They're little mini modules you can include.
Okay.
They're extra tokens that do something else. We're not playing with it.
Okay, easy enough.
Wealth increases your hand size.
Yep.
The Senate is the weird one, and it's the one I wrote the sticky note about.
Okay.
When you claim a Senate token,
Yeah.
if you also won the region, you take this, you put it here, and you put underneath it as many control markers as you have Senate tokens. So your first one, you get 1.
Second one, you get 2.
However, if you take one and you don't actually win the region, you simply take it and put it there, and you put nothing underneath it.
So it's a way of getting more of those markers out.
Exactly.
Right, got it. Okay, cool.
If placing a control marker also plays... So you can win one and get nothing for it, but now let's say I win a third one, I'm going to put 3 underneath.
Yeah,
Because... Yeah.
Of that one. Yeah, when you do. Yep, got it.
Special thing to note, you can obviously see that Rome starts with a Senate token. Rome, taking Italy, Rome, the heart of the empire, also has a second one of these. When you take that, you put out 2 control markers. Because obviously seizing the capital.
Yeah, I mean,
when Caesar crossed the Rubicon.
Yes. Yeah. All right, how many do we draw?
You have a starting hand size of 2. So you're going to be pretty thin. The poison little mini module lets you bomb opponent's tokens out from behind their screen, which is something that Blitzkrieg, the first game in the series, did.
Yeah, all right. All right.
And then Centurions just give you powerful.
Who goes
tokens.
first?
Caesar, baby.
Okay.
Yes, we know it means you can't read it, but the text is already a little white and a little hard to read, so.
There we go. Just don't put them all the way up against your screen.
Yep, got it.
Okay.
Any questions?
No.
Awesome.
I'll probably lose horribly, but it'll be entertaining.
That's why we're here.
Right. Yeah.
Play fast, lose fast. Okay.
All right.
All right. So this is a laurel. Can go anywhere. I'm going to put it on that border. Projecting 2 in Italy, 2 and 2 Cisalpino.
Okay.
End of turn. Draw 1.
All right. I'm getting the lay of the land currently, just kind of getting a good feel of things, or at least a feel of things.
Yeah, this is another one that I think I also picked up in PAX U 23 or 22 in my game of the show. I played it to death. It's my favorite of the three. Blitzkrieg is good, it's just different. Caesar, and then Dogfight, which is very different than the other two. It's but it's not Paolo Mori, it's Carlo Rossi who designed Dogfight, which is probably why it's so different.
All right. Macedonian, in honor of Philip II. We'll go a little 3 and 3. It's a Gladius.
Okay.
And draw a tile.
Yeah, this game is it's tempo based, not that you can slow it down, because you will always place and the game will always advance. It's tempo based on when you close, how you close.
Yep.
Okay.
20 minutes, though.
It's 11:40. You want it to be done by noon.
There we go.
Okay. I will.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to talk less than we did during Sky Team, a game famous for its no talking rule.
It's a wild.
Yep.
So, going there. Okay.
That was rude. Tempo. Yeah, fight for the capital. Usually how they start. Shazura says it's not terribly thematic, but I think they did a good job trying to get it one to fit. The game has no theme. I mean, this could just be colors on an abstract board, but it gives it a little flavor, which I don't mind.
I closed it.
Nope, there's one more.
Oh, shoot.
You're welcome
Hold
to
on.
do something else.
Yeah, shoot.
It's okay.
Okay, that actually is a positive.
I mean, never know. I might not be able to put a shield there or a laurel.
Okay. Well.
Oh.
Gladius. Yep, draw. All right. Okay.
Yeah, don't ever forget to draw. Wow, that is
There we go.
that was
There we go.
one of the moves of all time.
Okay. So I think this is. It's a risk, but.
So was crossing the Rubicon, says Caesar. Little history. Okay.
All right. So
First,
I
we check-
closed that.
Who closed it? You.
So Dalmatia.
You will take a turn immediately after this one.
Right.
Who controls it? You. Put out one control marker. Draw from your bag to
Yep.
finish your
And
turn.
then I take.
Immediately take
And now I take another turn.
Correct.
Yeah. Yeah. This is clever. I dig this.
Yeah, and this
Yeah.
is the tempo, right? Because you're now set up to do another thing.
Right. Okay. And now
For my next trick.
it is a risk, but to me it's worth it now to go there.
So you will draw one immediately, so
Right.
your hand size
Is
increases
now
effectively.
3, right?
In addition, you will control
Right, and then
Macedonia, and because you have 2 adjacent, you will control the border.
that seemed not terrible.
Not terrible.
Okay, done. That's me.
All right.
So I now have 3 tiles behind my board. You have 2.
I have 2.
Okay. Yeah, this is good. I'm digging this.
Yeah, I like this game a lot.
And then it becomes a game of, okay, do we focus here? Do we branch out and go it's, yeah.
Things have just gone really poorly for Kyle. Yeah. All right. So I'll close this, so I will also increase my hand size.
Fact.
I'm also going to take it and interrupt your conquest of Central Europe.
Yes. Cisalpina is now Caesar.
Yep. And then I will, which, hey, Gaul for Caesar, that's appropriate.
Sure. Okay, right.
Once these are done, they're not relevant, but it's nice to see. It's also,
yeah.
especially for the increased hand size one, it's nice to remember that, why do I only have 2? I should have 3, because I have a vase. Also, before anyone gets mad at me, I took these in a weird order from here. So I know someone asking, why did he take both sides?
If I close this, what happens?
So, first thing we'll check, if you close it, you're
Right.
going to take the Senate.
Right.
Because it's this particular token, we
Right.
also have to check to see who won. Currently,
It would be me, because
you could put a 0 in there.
Right, yeah.
So you would take that, put 1 control token under it, because you're
Right.
one of them. Then you'd put a control token there, and there.
Okay.
Yeah, I haven't drawn a shield in 2 turns. So we check to see who closed it. You.
Right,
Okay.
so I take this.
It's a Senate. You
Right.
also won it, so put 1 underneath it, because you have 1. Then, because it's specifically Italy,
Yes.
put 1 in each of those 2 yellow circles. Then we check adjacencies. Hey, you own those 2 regions, Dalmatia and Macedon. You put 2 there.
Which, according to Dan Carlin, it's Macedonia.
Yeah, technically it's the hard.
So.
Well, yeah, this should
Yeah.
be Cisalpina. It's actually a hard C.
Yeah, right, yeah.
Anyway.
Oh, I draw another
Yeah,
because
you should be back up to 3.
3, right.
Yeah, I'm not going to give it to you that easy.
I hope not.
I will do this. And by not that easy, I will draw another one immediately.
Right,
So
but more importantly, you blocked me off.
I'm interrupting your chain of
Yes.
connecting 1 million things.
Right.
And I'll draw for my end of my turn.
Okay, just making sure people can see that.
Yeah, because if I had let you take that, you would have put 1 there, and 1 there.
Yeah, and be on the verge of winning.
Yep. And also, I just need to increase my hand size. What do you mean? You're already on the verge of winning. I don't want to hear about it. Okay.
Yeah, this is really clever.
Yep.
It blows my mind how designers design games, like how they come up with the stuff. My brain, I just genuinely appreciate.
Yeah.
Even on games that I might not be super keen on, I can still appreciate how they came up. Like, I haven't seen this before. This is pretty clever. It's almost taking Othello, but like taking it from an abstract.
Put both there.
Wow.
Go ahead.
10.
Close Sicily. Go ahead. Go on. You got 4 ship, 5 ship?
I mean, he asked me to, so I'm gonna.
I get what I deserve. So, you close it, you take that, and you're going to place a marker, so 2 go underneath that because you now have 2 Senate tokens. Put 1 in Sicily. And hey, guess what? You border Rome, which you also control.
Good game.
That's the game.
Oh, and I should have actually had another tile. I forgot. Right.
That took 8 minutes.
It did. That's pretty awesome. I am super keen on this game. Not because I want it.
You want to run it back?
No. No, and the reason is because I the shorter the stream, the more views it'll get from why did that take 3 hours to think? So from that standpoint, just from
we've been at 90 minutes, which like 2-player games, chit-chatting, that is
That feels good. That feels
we have
right.
effectively run down a date night again.
Yeah.
And here we are.
Yeah, Chip's like, oh, draw another tile. Oh, wait, never mind. Just win.
Yeah, no, I love this one.
This is clever.
I prefer it to Blitzkrieg. For those of you who played Blitzkrieg, or those of you that haven't, it's a similar idea of having a secret hand of tokens, placing them out to influence. In Blitzkrieg, it's theaters of war in World War II, so like Atlantic, Pacific, Africa, whatever.
Okay.
But it's just tracks. It's a couple, like literally, it's 6 or 7 tug-of-war tracks.
Okay.
Which, that game has different mechanical implications, which are also cool. But the way that this actually presents on a map, which this could just be abstract shapes, but the fact it's a map, and it even has the set dressing, gives it a little more.
Because you have Pompey.
And
you have
Caesar.
Caesar.
I can see, right? Caesar's crossed the Rubicon. We're in the Roman Civil War. You're building up a power base. I've tried to cut you off at the sides. Like, you can see the maneuvering a little more. I'm not selling the theme of this game. Yeah. But no,
the fact that, look, it's Rome, so everybody knows it's Mediterranean, right? Yep. It's set. I mean, it gives that. I get it. It's it is abstracted, but I think the mechanism. It's stupid simple, but it's so clever.
And the variable setup, like I played this game quite a bit.
Yeah.
Spain.
Yeah.
Especially with a bonus turn, these are both closed each by 2 tokens. If you can get the tempo correct of your opponent, like I couldn't play a shield, I didn't draw a shield for 2 or 3 turns.
Right.
If you can get the tempo right to close this, claim it, take another turn, put a control marker, close this, claim it, put a control marker here, increase your hand size, you've put out 3 control markers, you're up tempo, and you're up resources on your opponent.
That makes sense.
Like, you can, I played enough to scan the map. Obviously, we focused around Rome because we immediately made this.
Well, you did. Yeah, I was avoiding it. I was 100% going to start in the outer.
But you could start
reaches.
waffling around out here because if you I had to cut you off because making chains of these, especially with multiple borders.
Yeah.
Like even like sneaky places like Egypt, this has 2 borders. If you control here. As soon as you close this, you take it. That's 1, 2.
Sure.
Potentially, you're right. And then you just, that combo's one way to win. Senate tokens is interesting. You want to focus those to be the person that wins them. I really like this game.
This is really clever.
Fred says makes you think about Rome. I was already thinking about
Rome. Seriously, Fred, but we're just trying to do our part here in regards to that. The production quality is kind of cheap, not gonna lie.
It's cardboard.
And the fact that this bow's a little, it's fine. I'm not complaining about it. It's a small box.
Oh yeah, this is 8x8.
Yeah. Apparently it has a solo as well.
I've never tried it. You play against a bot that does things procedurally.
Okay.
It's probably interesting enough. I don't know. I've never played it.
But super clever. You can make it a best 2 out of 3, that type of thing. If we were only streaming this, then we would have.
This is the kind of game right now that, as long as I've owned it, I've gone on Etsy, other places. If they made, like BGG does the Geek Up, like nice acrylic baked like tokens.
Yeah.
100% I get a set for this game.
Yeah.
Because this is something that will probably never leave my collection. These are cardboard, they'll fine, they'll last as long as they will. But if these were like Azul, bake lights, the board notwithstanding, this could be anything else. But for what it is, it's great.
Yes. If you didn't have this, I would get this.
Yep.
Like, this is that good. Very clever, very simple mechanically, but there's the, it's kind of like, it's a different it's taking a game like Battle Line and then putting it on a map because that whole
and giving it more dimensions.
Exactly. And just damn clever.
And hey, if you're a patron or want to become one and come to HeavyCon and beat me at this, I'm happy to bring it with me.
There you go. So there's that. Cool. It makes you think about Rome. It's quite affordable. It's a small footprint and it travels easy. Like winning.
Yeah.
So Shazira brings up good points there. Keith says I kickstarted it. We usually spread out more. Rome is a trap.
Rome is a trap that I fell into because I didn't draw the shields that I needed to close it.
And I'm okay. Look, it was an 8-minute game. I don't care about the randomness of the draw. I'm totally fine with that. And it's a calculated gamble. You know that if you do that, you better be able to draw.
Yep.
Well,
I wagered that I would get a shield, and I drew neither laurels nor shields. It was all boats and swords. So I used that to close.
Good call. Couple of good games there. That really good. As much as I enjoyed this, I'm super stoked for tomorrow. Not gonna lie.
I am too, mainly because I love cribbage. Me forcing cribbage in there was.
So
I know you like cribbage.
Yeah, I haven't played it in forever, so I'm gonna have to like cram a little to refresh tonight. But to me, hearts and spades are all timers.
Yeah.
And Ken was like, "Can we throw in rook?" Because I grew up playing. I was like, I have no idea how to play it, but yeah, sure.
I've never
all
played
right,
it.
it's a deck of cards. And you add in jokers, which every deck of cards has. So
Yeah,
all right.
It illustrates it, and that's cribbage for me. I played cribbage with my dad since I was like 9.
Right. I cut my teeth playing hearts and spades and rummy and gin and all that stuff.
And now here we are.
Yeah. So, all right, cool. Hey, appreciate y'all joining. Kyle, thanks for doing this today. I appreciate this.
And we're done.
Yeah. Please consider liking and subscribing. It really does help the channel. And also Patreon down there in where I'll get my angle. Yeah, what he's doing. Patreon.com/HCHQ. You get to be a member of the herd. You help the channel. And if you find value, maybe we turn you on to games or turn you off of games and save you from spending money that you wouldn't on games that you wouldn't necessarily enjoy.
Or force you bent arm to buy. No, that's not what we do here.
No, but we do make your wallet cry on occasion.
On occasion.
But on games that you see that you're going to enjoy. So if so, patreon.com/HCHQ. We will be back tomorrow, 11 a.m. We go live, Kyle and I, and then we'll play cribbage for half an hour, 45 minutes, somewhere in there, and then the other fellows will join us at some point there, and so we'll play until they see us.
They'll come in probably in the home stretch.
Yeah. So there we go. Cool. That's a wrap. Pagan, it'll be coming at some point. We've done 3.
We did the 3. We have all the packs. That's what we're going to do. We're going to do a little deck building beforehand. We're working with Capstone on it.
Yeah.
So it's coming. We've not been left behind.
Yep. All right. So I'm Edward.
Kyle.
Y'all have a good one. We'll see y'all tomorrow. Bye, y'all.
Bye.